Welcome to the Microwave Kicks. Today we're going to talk about world's greatest football rivalries. You know how great football rivalries are. You know how brutal football rivalries are. You know how interesting football rivalries are. You know how sweet football rivalries are. From the Milan derby to the El-Classicos to the Merseyside derby, there's so much to unpack today. Today we're going to find out which of these rivalries are the best rivalries to watch, which of these rivalries are the most watched rivalries, and which of these rivalries are the most historical rivalries. Please ride with me in this episode because it's going to be a very interesting one. Please, if you have not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comment section, and we're going to have a wonderful ride in this episode. Please, let's get right into it. Let's kickstart this episode with the Merseyside derby. We all know the Merseyside derby is a very traditional derby. The Merseyside derby, which consists of Everton and Liverpool. These two teams are from the same city. These two teams are not far from each other. These two teams are real traditional English teams, and they've been there since time immemorial. These two teams are not happy to see each other. There's a blue side of the Everton side, and there's a red side. Liverpool has won major trophies in England and in Europe, But when it comes to Liverpool versus Everton, it's usually a clash of the titans. It's usually a clash of real pride. It's usually a clash where one side of the divide is usually not happy and they just want to play. Maybe they just win. You understand that kind of thing? Like Everton, no, they ever agree. Everton does not ever accept the fact that Liverpool is the bigger side. Everton will never accept the fact that Liverpool consists of the bigger players, the bigger history, the bigger stadium, the bigger trophy cabinet, and overall, the bigger club itself. Each fans from these rival teams are always looking forward to this particular fixture. It's usually a very big fixture in England, and it's a very traditional one at that. So I feel this particular derby is one of the most historical derbies. Very historical derby. And this particular derby is one derby in England where even the kids are also looking forward to it. Liverpool has been the most successful team in this derby, but this derby is very tense. This derby tends to bring out the culture, the tradition of the English football. Moving on to another traditional and historical derby is the Old Firm derby. I've heard about the Old Firm derby. If you're a very good football lover or a very good football fan, you must have heard about the Old Firm derby. The Old Firm derby consists of Celtic versus Rangers. Every season, this particular derby either decides who wins a trophy in Scotland. Every season, this particular derby defines the season for each of these teams. And most of the time, this particular derby defines who actually wins the league. These are the two most successful teams in Scotland. This team consists of Celtic and Rangers. These teams are always winning trophies every season. These teams consist of bitter rivals. Every season is a very big fixture in Scotland. The biggest fixture on record in Scotland. This fixture boasts of so much spectators around the world who look forward in watching this particular fixture. This particular fixture is so big that it can rival to other derbies on the other part of the world. This derby has had almost 400 games played. Now you see why I call it an historical and a traditional derby. It is a very big derby in the country of Scotland. Moving on to the next derby we're going to talk about today in English football is Manchester United versus Liverpool. Now I'm talking about the most historical derbies. I'm not talking about the new age derbies that just started 10 years ago, 15 years ago. No, because I know what you might be thinking right now. You might be thinking about Manchester City and Manchester United. Yes, that is a big derby, right? But what I'm actually talking about is Manchester United and Liverpool. This is a very big and historical derby. This consists of the two most successful teams in England. Manchester United will come with an argument and say, oh yeah, Liverpool have not won the Premier League, Liverpool have won just one Premier League, then Liverpool will come with another argument that before the new Premier League format started, we've been winning the Premier League. We've been more successful in Europe. Manchester United will come with another argument and say, no, we are the most successful team. We've had 20 Premier League trophies. How about you guys? You know, so it's usually a very big derby in England. This is a traditional derby, not for the Gen Zs. Not for the Gen Zs. Now, I know what you're thinking, but what I mean is these derbies are usually for those who really understand the tradition of English football. Manchester United and Liverpool has been a very big derby that dated back 50, 60, 70, 80 years ago. This derby didn't just start 10 months ago. This derby didn't just start 15 years ago. It has been there for a very long time. Liverpool can boast of 5 Champions League. Manchester United can boast of 3 Champions League. That is how close the rivalries is. And one of the most interesting facts about this particular derbies is both teams have the same amount of trophies generally. You're surprised, right? Yes, I know you will. On record, Liverpool has 67 trophies, while Manchester United have the same. So that you could understand how big these rivalries are, even into the present day. When these two teams meet, it is usually a very big one. No one actually wants to lose this particular fixture. So it is a very, very big derby. It attracts a lot of visitors, a lot of tourists around the world. It is a fixture you need to look forward to. If you have not seen it, either on TV or live, I think you should see the Liverpool versus Manchester United fixture. In the total number of fixtures between these two teams, Liverpool has gone ahead to win 83 times, while Manchester United have won 72 times, and the total number of draws has been 80 times. So you could understand the historical value of this team. You could understand how much these particular teams have actually played each other. That's why I usually call it an historical derby for the English game. This is a pride for the English game. This is one of those fixtures that has brought the English game to limelight over the years in time memorial. This is a fixture a lot of people started looking forward to when they started knowing about the English football. It is a very, very big fixture in England, and you should try to see this fixture. Moving on to the next rivalry is the El-Classico, which consists of Boca Juniors and River Plate. Yes, we're moving out of Europe now. Boca Juniors and River Plate. These are two of the most successful teams in Argentina. This fixture consists of very physical play. This fixture consists of the very technical play. This fixture consists of most of the two teams that must and definitely have one or two players in the Argentina national team. This is a very traditional fixture. This fixture has been for a very, very long time coming. This fixture is very physical. At a time in probably 2013 or 2018 thereabout, they had to bring this fixture from Argentina down to Spain to play because it is very, very violent. These two teams does not want to use eye to see each other. They know they grieve for themselves at all. It's a very, very fierce fixture. These are one of the most talented teams in the whole of South America. We move on to the next fixture, which is Inter Milan and AC Milan. This has been a very, very big derby in Italy. These two teams share one stadium, the San Siro. These two teams are bitter rivals. In fact, they are enemies. These two teams are one of the most successful clubs in the history of Italy. This is the kind of fixtures that the whole country stands still to watch. This is the kind of fixture that attracts tourists. This is the kind of fixture that attracts visitors. These two teams boast of the best players that usually comes to play in Italy. These two teams consist of the core of the Italian national team. These two teams consist of the Brazilian best, consist of the best players in Europe, consist of one of the best players in Africa. I want to move to Italy to play football. We all know the Italian league is one of the best 5 leagues in the world. So you could understand how big that fixture is. Most of the time, this particular fixture defines the season. This is a very historical and traditional rivalry. the blue side of Milan and the red side of Milan. The blue side of Milan have boast of talents like Samuel Eto'o, Diego Milito, Obafemi Martins from Africa, a boast of talent like Lucio, Balotelli, the Champions League winning side of 2010, one of the best coaches like Benitez, one of the best coaches like Jose Mourinho. It always consists of the best talents in the world. While the red side of Milan have boast of the players like Dida, Cafu, the list is endless. Inzaghi, Nesta, Maldini, one of the best defenders in the world. This is what the Milan derby gives you. Moving on to the next one, it is the most anticipated rivalries you all have been waiting for, which is the El-Classico. This is the most watched fixtures in the world. You cannot be a football lover on the face of this planet and you've never heard of the El-Classico. The Real Madrid versus the Barcelona, consists of the two most successful teams in the world, with two different ideologies, two different philosophies, one from the Catalan side of Spain, then one from the main city, which is Madrid. These two teams consist of different ideologies and philosophies. What I mean is, one part is the talent factory, which is the La Masia, which Barcelona every season boasts of the best talent from their academy, and we want to talk about in the recent time the Lamal, the Pedri, the Gavi, the Casado, the Kubasi, or we're going to age back to Busquets, Iniesta, Xavi, Messi. The list goes on and on and on. This Barcelona team always produces the best players in the world. Real Madrid, we consist of a team buying the Galactico. What I mean is buying the most talented players in the world. Are we going to talk about Gareth Bale, Cristiano Ronaldo, Raul, Figo? The list goes on and on. Or we're going back to the Ronaldo, the Robinho, the Roberto Carlos. The list goes on and on. These particular features attract dignitaries. This particular feature attract tourists. This particular feature attracts visitors around the world. This particular fixture have given us 15 years recently of constant entertainment, of constant rivalry, not between clubs now, but between two players, which is Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, which we all know that arguably these are the best players to ever play the game. These particular players hold series of records in world football and in club football. So the Messi have actually boast of more goals and assists than even appearance, while Ronaldo can also boast of the same in Real Madrid. They have constantly given us so much to look forward to. Ronaldo has won the best player in the world multiple times. Lionel Messi have won the best players in the world multiple times with so much trophies, so much individual trophies on both sides. Not seen it, please, I will implore you to see the Barcelona versus the Real Madrid, and you will love it. You will love it. You will like it. It is an interesting fixture. This particular fixture actually determines who wins either the La Liga or the Champions League, which Real Madrid is the most successful team in the history of the Champions League with 15 Champions League, while Barcelona can boast of so many trophies, so many La Liga trophies. It's not Barcelona winning this particular trophy, it is Real Madrid winning this particular trophy in Spain. So it is so big. This sporting institution are the biggest in the world. You will always want to look forward to it. Every football player who plays this game would always have it in mind to either play for any of these teams. This is what brings the La Liga out. Without these two teams, trust me, the La Liga wouldn't have been interesting as it is today. These two teams make the La Liga a more watched league in the world. It is a very interesting feature, and I would love you all to see this feature one day. It should be among the first 5 things you want to do in this life before getting to old age. So please let me know your thoughts. Please share your thoughts in the comment. Which of these fixtures is actually the best fixtures you've seen? Which of these fixtures is actually the fixtures you're always looking forward to see? Please share your thoughts in the comments. Please, if you have not liked this video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to my channel, the notification bell. Please share your thoughts in the comments. I'll be waiting for you to share my own opinion. Until we meet again next time, I remain your boy Mike Way. Check.